Hi, welcome. I'm Jessi, and I'm going to lead you through a sequence of standing and seated yoga postures. The only thing you need for this yoga sequence is a chair, enough space to extend your arms out and not hit anything, and a human body and breath. It's also helpful if you have your shoes off and either you're barefoot or you can keep socks on, but we're going to connect with the bottoms of our feet during this practice, so it's helpful to keep your shoes off. So we're going to start in a chair, and you're going to have your feet right underneath your knees, or your ankles underneath your knees. You can have your hands on your knees to start. Go ahead and relax your shoulders, and you can give them a few rolls to release any tension. And once you feel your shoulders relaxed, we're going to start by connecting to our breath. So breath is the most important part of yoga and helps you turn your attention inward. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, please feel free to do that. If not, you can just gaze down at the floor in front of you. So taking your hands with your palms facing towards your belly, go ahead and place them on your belly, right where your belly button is. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed as you do this. And go ahead and close your eyes or just look down at the floor in front of you. And to start, just notice where you feel your breath. So you may not feel it in your belly, maybe it's mostly in your chest, and that's okay. Just begin by connecting with the breath wherever it is. And then you're going to start to deepen your breath. So we're going to start by focusing on the belly. So as you inhale, think about extending your belly outward, inhaling up. And then as you exhale, release the belly. We'll do that 4 more times. So take an inhale, belly expands. And exhale, belly releases. 3 more times, inhale, belly expands. Exhale, release. And imagine each time your belly is like a balloon, inflating on the inhale and deflating on the exhale. Last breath. Good. And then keeping your eyes closed or looking downward, just move your hands up towards where your ribs are. So onto more of the side of the body. And here too, you're going to take your attention to the body moving with the breath. So take an inhale through your nose. And exhaling through your nose. Inhale, the rib cage expands, body moves outward. And exhale, release, the ribs move back in. 3 more times, following your breath. Noticing how the breath moves. And last time, breath in and breath out. And then finally, you're going to move your hands up towards your chest. So you're going to place your fingertips right beneath your neck where your collarbone is. Again, notice if your shoulders have crept up towards your ears and relax them down your back if you can. We're going to take 5 breaths here, this time focusing on the movement in the chest. So take an inhale through the nose. And deep exhale. Inhale, the chest rises. And exhale, the chest falls. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest rise. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly contract. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in and out. Good, and let your hands fall back down to your knees. Okay, and when you're ready, just gently open up your eyes, looking around the room again, recalling where you are, and then you're going to rise to standing. And you're gonna keep your feet slightly apart and imagine one line from your hips to your knees to your ankles. And keep a slight bend in your knees so that you feel your thigh muscles just slightly engaged. Arms gently at your side. We're gonna take our attention to the bottoms of our feet. So that's significant for two reasons. First of all, it's one of the farthest places away in your body from your thinking mind, which is where a lot of us spend most of our day. It's also the place that connects to the earth. So in yoga, we focus a lot on grounding the feet down and connecting to the earth. So we're gonna practice that here. So taking your attention to the balls and the heel of your feet. So this space and this space. With your feet pressing down, lift your toes off of the floor. And you can keep your eyes closed. I'm gonna do that here to keep my attention inward. Lift all 10 toes off of the floor and see if you can find the center of the ball and heel of your feet. And then as best as you can, you're gonna practice placing one toe at a time down. Don't worry if you can't do it, it's okay. This is just for fun. So starting with the pinky toes, the outermost toe, place those two down. Then the second toe, middle toe, the toe closest to the big toe, and then finally both big toes come down. So now you have all 10 toes down on the floor. And first, to practice where our center is, we're gonna practice being off-centered or imbalanced. So you're gonna start to rock forward onto the toes until you're about to fall, but don't fall, and then lean back onto the heels. And we're just gonna do a few rounds of that, experimenting with the edge, and it's okay if you fall over, your body will usually catch itself. Forward, make sure you're still breathing deeply. And notice how the body reacts when you become off-centered or imbalanced. It's always trying to bring you back to a place of balance. And then finding again your center from this. So beginning to stop the rocking back and forth. And from here, finding balance. And once you've found that place, bring your hands to your heart. And try to imagine tree roots growing from the bottoms of your feet down to the core of the earth. So you feel really grounded, or what we would say in yoga, rooted. Take a moment to notice how this feels, if you feel anything. Good. And then release your arms back down. Open your eyes if they're closed. And keep this sense of rootedness down. We're going to work with the upper body. Just gonna start to swing your arms. So your feet will stay rooted, the arms start to swing. You can start gently. And the idea here is to relax the shoulders and the arms completely. And you can begin to make bigger swings, letting the upper arms, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands completely relax. You can go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. And you might even start to, as you do this, gently tapping the back of the body. And it might feel a little silly, and that's okay. And notice now you're breathing too. Notice if it's changed its pace. Make sure you're still breathing. Notice if it's gotten louder. A few more moments of this. And slowly start to slow down the swings, coming back to stillness. Rooting back down into the earth. And then we're gonna do 5 arm raises with our breath. So the idea is to link breath to movement. So find your roots. Inhale, reach your arms up. The top of the inhale, your fingers reach towards the sky. You can look up if that feels good. Exhale, arms come back down. 4 more times. Inhale, up. Keep your fingers reaching towards the sky. Exhale. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Move with your breath. So you might move faster if your breath is shorter. 2 more. Exhaling down. Last one, inhaling up. And exhaling down. Good. And now find your seat, make sure it's still behind you, and take a seat. We're gonna do 3 yoga poses on the chair. Sitting down, make sure you're still rooted through your feet are pressing down, and then make sure you're evenly seated. So if you're leaning to one side, find your balance through your sit bones. These are the bones through the bottom. And we're gonna start with cat and cow. So I'll show you how to do this from the side, and then we'll do 5 rounds together. So you're going to, with your ankles under your knees, you're gonna inhale and roll your shoulders back and lift your heart up, arching the spine. And then as you exhale, you're gonna round your shoulders and press your spine out, tuck your chin. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to curve inward. So let's do that together. Inhale, lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. You can let your head drop if that's comfortable. Exhale, round your shoulders, press your spine back and tuck your chin. This is cat, like a scared cat. Inhale, this is cow. Exhale, cat. Inhaling, really focus on lifting the heart space up towards the sky. Exhale, press back as far as you can. You can use your hands on your knees to help deepen this. Inhale, lift. Exhale. It's okay if your breath makes noise. Inhale. And exhale. Pressing back. Come back to a tall spine, shoulders relaxed. At any point, if your shoulders get stuck to your ears, just shake them out. Next, we'll do side bends. So you're gonna take your right hand and place it underneath the chair beneath you. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Inhale, make space. Exhale, bend over to the right. Keep both feet pressing down. And then take 3 deep breaths here. Imagine making space with your breath along the side body. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Welcome to close your eyes, or just you can gaze up towards your arm. 1 more breath. And exhale, release. Inhale takes you back up, reach, and bring your hand back down. Other side. So now your left hand will reach under the chair. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Make space. Inhale. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhaling to expand the ribs and exhaling. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And release. Inhale takes you back up and bring your hand back down to the side. The last pose we'll do is a twist. So you will start by raising your left arm up towards the sky, and then you're gonna reach your left hand back for the back of the chair. If you don't have a back of the chair, you can reach your hand outside, to the bottom. The most important part is that this shoulder is opening to the side. With your other hand, with your right hand, you're going to bring it outside of your left knee. And then that way your chest is going to be opening to the side. Inhale here. And then exhale, you're gonna twist, look behind your shoulder. Keep your feet pressing down. Stay looking over the shoulder and take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. And exhale, release. Come back to center. Immediately go to the other side and just release. This is a counter pose. And then come back to center, we'll do the other side. So you're gonna reach your right arm up towards the sky, make space, and then reach your hand towards the chair on the other side. Again, make sure this shoulder is opening. So we're opening the chest and we're twisting the torso. Take your left hand and bring it across your body to the outside of your right knee. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, look over your shoulder. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And do notice your breath. It may be slightly compressed or harder to breathe. That's okay. Just keep the calm, steady breath you started at the beginning of practice. And release. Come back to center. Go to the other side, counter pose. And then bring your hands back to your knees. We're gonna close our practice now by coming back to our breath. So you can either keep your hands on your knees if this feels good, or you can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, or both hands to your heart, depending on what feels good to you. Go ahead and either close your eyes or look down at the floor in front of you. We're gonna close with 5 deep breaths. First, start by just noticing the breath and noticing if there's been any change in the quality or the movement of the breath since you started this practice. And then when you're ready, take a big breath in through the nose and exhale, release. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale. 3 more times. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling, letting everything go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale, release. Open your eyes, and we're finished.